Hello, this is DHG, and I'm doing a little extra gameplay on Mercenaries 2 World in Flames. I felt like highlighting this just because it was one of the... Hold on, let me turn my headset volume down.
Tag, you're in.
Alright, a little too loud. It's one of the things that Pandemic threw in this, and I really don't know why. If you wanted to get the mechanic, which you need, because helicopters are a major pain in the ass later in the game, and without the ability to hijack them with a grappling hook, it's as unreliable as anti-air missiles are in this game. You have to hijack them. And while some of the additions I like to this game, some, which I'm about to get to with this challenge to get Eva, the mechanic, some of them I absolutely hate, and every time I think about playing through this game again just for the fun of blowing stuff up, this particular mission makes my stomach turn, makes me half sick just because it's so bad. Keep in mind that Mercenaries, both games, are pretty much one-trick ponies. It's all about blowing shit up, going around having fun, just shooting stuff. And for them to throw something like this in, as it's not really a main mission, but you're going to have to want to do it if you want that grappling hook, doesn't make much sense.
You, Eva Navarro? My name's...
I know who you are. You're the mercenary. The one Solano shot in the ass. I figured you'd come here.
Solano's goon shot me. What do you mean you figured I'd come here?
You're alone.
Oh, the game bugged out right
You
there.
go through vehicles quick, need them repaired. I'm the best mechanic in Venezuela who also happens to hate Carmona. You hate Solano. Wasn't hard to figure out.
You hate Carmona. A lot of that going around. What did he do to you?
You'll probably need a helicopter pilot.
I've got a helicopter pilot. What do you have against Carmona?
Need a jet pilot too, if you're planning on using airstrikes. Which I figure you are.
I am. Okay, so you've got a thing against Carmona. As far as I'm concerned, that's all the qualifications you need.
Okay, this is some other things I didn't get with this game. They went away with... Oh, there's a lot of bugs right there, my god. With the video. You just seen like bundles of Eva's image, like... Oh, you'd have to go back and look at that again, that was horrible. But the whole idea of building up your own PMC sounded kind of cool at first.
Take her out for a test run for me.
But when you look at what they did with the first game, it was just you, your support operative, and all the narrative revolved around that. Them deciding to throw in this whole new cast of characters that you're supposed to, I don't know, feel some sort of affinity for, just falls flat on its face, and it becomes more of a pain in the ass to get these guys. Even though the mission to get Misha, the pilot's pretty cool in itself, they could have just made that a mission within the game and kept to the strict Fiona and the mercenary for the narrative and for the cast of characters. Because the original cast of characters, whether it be Mui, Nilsson, or Jacobs, don't really lend that much personality. The game's not about them. Adding these additional characters it doesn't add anything either. They're just like cardboard cutouts.
Oil pressure is good. Accelerometers are functioning. Now head over to the old strip mine. We can test the off-road capability there.
While this vehicle, when I was talking about this mission, just not making any sense within the confines of this game, and how it's a one-trick pony, why would you add a racing mission? I mean, it's not racing vis-a-vis like Gran Turismo or anything, but you're going from checkpoint to checkpoint in a certain amount of time. A la racing. It can be fun to drive, but it's extremely buggy. And this mission is a major pain in the ass because it's so easy to get blown up from a stray rocket or from the bad driving mechanics just getting flipped over and the vehicle going upside down. Like I said, every time I play through this game again, which I played through it a lot back in the day in 2008, because I didn't really care that much about the faults, even then it made my stomach turn. I just kind of wish that if Pandemic wanted to do racing, which they have a little bit of racing in the first Mercenaries, I'm fully aware of that, although it's completely optional. This is also optional, but it's not really optional if you want a way to deal with those helicopters later. If they want to do racing, make a racing game. Keep it out of this. It's got nothing to do with the destruction that this entire game's based off of. If they ever heard of the KISS method, keep it simple, stupid, they should have just stuck with the basics.
That canyon's too wide. Use the hydraulics to make the jump.
Okay, here's where luck comes in, because this is where the rockets start coming at you. I may get lucky, I may not. It would further cement my point if I get blown up and have to restart this thing, but I'm really hoping I don't, because I hate driving through this damn thing. Oh no, it's booby-trapped. Who would have thunk?
Hard right ahead. Turn left at the bridge.
I mean, if they wanted to give you a mission, if they wanted to stick with the PMC edition where you create your own private military corporation, all that stuff, they should have done recruiting for it, like on a larger. I'm trying to think of another game that does something like this. I might come up with one at some point, but where you actually recruit people, like, you know, in the hundreds. But you get your core ones. These would be like your officers, you know, EVA and all that. But if they wanted to do that, they could have made the mechanic mission like you stealing some vehicles for her, going out and stealing some badass tanks in the game. They had something like that with the Russian Mafia in the first game, but they just give you a race to do because they wanted to throw in a race for a game based on destruction for some odd reason. I've gotten killed by that tank so many times in the past. I'm surprised that the vehicle physics haven't gone completely wonky on me yet, which they're known for doing, thus flipping the vehicle over and blowing up. Looks like I'll get it done on the first try here. Okay, well, it doesn't really benefit me that I did this on the first try here. It makes it look easy, but
The car performed better than I had hoped.
I don't think this mission should have been in the game at all. It just doesn't fit. If you want to do racing, make a racing game out of it. I realize that Pandemic Studios is no longer around. You could probably thank EA for that. It's another one of those studios that EA bought up and then stripped it down later on. But I just wanted to highlight this mission as some of the strange decisions that they made here. Oh, I still need to park it. Watch it get blown up now.
Crime is on the horizon.
There's your damn car. Okay, and I don't believe I filmed the one where I recruited him.
Please shut up.
Fiona pulls a gun on everyone.
Necessary.
My apologies. When I saw that painting of Solano, I overreacted.
This is Ava. She's
Beautiful.
Down, boy.
Ava is a mechanic.
Uh-huh. Can you do jets and tanks?
I can fix anything with an engine.
I mean, I kind of get the feeling that they wanted to go for the campy feel with this game instead of the serious tone that they had with the first one, but I don't think it played out for them. Well, that was my thought, feelings, and opinions on that little mission. The next one, I'm going to talk to her so I can get access to the jet pilot.
Remember the jet pilot I told you?
But her purpose within the PMC here, other than getting a grappling hook, she has no purpose. I mean, none of the vehicles she makes are really worth buying, and they're all extremely expensive. Like, you can get, they call it a Panzer Cycle. It's half tank, half motorcycle, and it's got miniguns on the front of it, but it costs $1 million a pop. Whereas later on in the game, you can buy an M1 Abrams tank for, I think, $300,000. And it can literally destroy an entire city. So the Panzer Cycle is absolutely pointless to buy. It's just, I don't understand how they set this game up. Were they just like throwing dice, or?
I think Ava is going to...
Okay, that's my rant about this. This section's done.